Alright guys, so what you're going to start with is a piece of 1/4 inch thick flat bar. In this case I'm using some 3-inch wide by 1/4 inch thick flat bar. Depending on the application that you're going to use, you can get a smaller flat bar, but I use this size for a lot of my badges. So you want to start out with drawing. In this case it's the California bear that's on the California flag, so mark it up like I just did on this picture. Then take it to the plasma cutter, or if you have a plasma cutter on hand, go ahead and carefully cut out the outline. You don't have to be very precise, just as long as you stay on the outsides of the perimeter. At the same time though, it's not that bad if you cut in a little bit. You can always weld once you have the cut and then regrind to keep the shape. So as you see on this picture, your next step is to drill a 1/4 inch hole. That's because the bolts that I'm using are 1/4 inch. So you want to get that either one in the center or two, if it's a big emblem, two on the right and then the left, in spots where it's not that hard to seal in with the welding tacks. Just like on this picture, it's in the center. The bear is only about 4 inches wide. Then you want to test fit the bolt, make sure everything's nice and snug, just like it is. You see all that sag on the outside of the badge. Don't worry about it. You can either grind it off or knock it off with pliers or a small hammer. Either way, you're going to clean it up with a grinding disc. As you guys can see, I'm going to use the full bolt on this badge. I usually cut the heads off, but I'm going to save some time and actually just put that recessed in there. Doesn't matter though, because it's going to be welded. So your next step is to weld the nut right up against the you don't want it flush up against the very top surface of the emblem, because you want the weld to actually grab the bolt pretty decently. So you want to recess that in just a little bit. Then on this picture here, you see where it's tacked. Just kind of did a side view so you guys can see that it's actually tacked in place. It's firmly gripped. It's not going to go anywhere. Then proceed to grinding it. I don't use a heavy grinder. I use the sanding discs on my grinder. Those give me the best finish, and ultimately makes it look like there was nothing ever there, as you can see on this picture. Once you are done, just grind off the edges, the sides. On some of these areas you won't be able to get to it with a big 4.5 or bigger disc grinder. You're gonna have to go at it with a Dremel. However, I only like to sand those down that on badges or emblems that are supposed to be flat. Like on this bear, I don't mind having a little bit of the grooves on the outsides, because it's supposed to imitate a live animal, so therefore you see imperfections like that. Once you are done, as you see on here, it's ready to go. You can put a 1/4 inch nut, lock washer, and a washer, just like on this picture. This is for a different emblem, but you're pretty much ready to go. You could either proceed to painting this with spray cans, do some nice paint, or you can powder coat it. It's up to you what you want to do with it, whatever color you want to do with it. So it takes about 5 minutes to make something like this for me. It might take you guys a little bit longer, but practice makes perfect. So you'll be able to bust these out pretty quick after you make a few. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.